What's up, everybody? It's King Yeshua Alkebu-lan. We're here to solve a problem with our Mixamp. I actually have an Xbox Mixamp, so if you possibly have a PlayStation, it's a lot easier. But I have an Xbox Mixamp where it's not interacting with my PlayStation, probably because it's for Xbox, but we're trying to change the firmware to see how we can actually hear everything. So I hear most of everything, but not the chat. So I don't hear every single audio, but let's try to fix it. Primarily, I'm trying to see if this version is going to be good enough. I'm on Windows 10, so I might as well use this version. We're going to download it and see how the process and how everything's going to work. But if it doesn't possibly work, we'll try to think of something else. Not like a big loop-de-loop, but something will work in us trying to change the firmware. Maybe I have to do it manually, make my own script, but we'll see what we can do with what they give us. Microsoft Store, and I have it here, but whatever. So it's free, good thing. Hopefully it's free. It makes you open up on your Windows 10, and we're gonna let it load. And once it loads, we can get whatever it says for you, open, get, whatever. I just download this and see what we can do. We're just trying to hear everything, because with my HD60 Pro and the Astros being compatible, it's not fully compatible where I can hear everything in the chat or every single sound. So I want to hear 100%, not 80 or 90%. It's actually reading, if I can move it, thank you. It's actually reading that I have a Mixamp, okay. The test you really want to do, honestly, is have everything unplugged and only the USB, because I have the splitter for the PS5, and I'll have links for you guys. I won't have any affiliate links, but just links that you use these little components. So the extra splitter, or maybe extra wire you might need, but most likely the splitter comes with all the wires, and then you're able now to hear all of your sound, but not every single sound. So I might be missing the firmware. Let's try to download the firmware. We might actually, it's not a big deal with firmware because you're just downloading a type of software for the base of the technology. So we'll try what they give us. I have everything plugged in. Let's do this update. Do the firmware update, set up USB device. I'm gonna show you on the screen. PlayStation's on, is actually charging my controller. Could be in standby, but it's actually on. And we'll be going to the PlayStation and showing you guys that it is an option to choose, because I didn't even see it as an option to choose my microphone or my output for the Mixamp that I have. So hopefully this update will help. If not, get the script somehow. All right, update is good. So we got the update. I knew I didn't update it from before. I could do a separate video for you guys to look at different kinds of settings inside of actual command center. So let me know. All right, so we're back on the Elgato. If you guys can hear me, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I just added in another source. Let me get my controller. All right, and I'm sure that I have to restart. I don't really see anything quite yet. The whole time I was on PC mode too. You need to be on PC mode to download any type of firmware updates. We're going to test it out too, because the whole point of this was to hear other people and to hear the chat. Can't hear any type of chat. Can only hear the game. To hear. So yeah, I mean, the sound is there in the Elgato. I'm looking at the Elgato now. It's picking up and stuff. It's been picking up. So now we're going to try to plug it in directly. Look how much I help y'all. Look how much I grind for y'all. Look at this. Listen. Hold on, I'm gonna show you my settings. Definitely do the firmware updates for your base, for your Mixamp, whatever you got, definitely do it. It's not gonna hurt. But I'm gonna show you my settings. What I was sort of confusing was my connection to the PlayStation. I'm on PlayStation, don't have an Xbox. My connection was where I was plugging my Mixamp to the PC, but now I'm plugging into the PlayStation. Yet I was still getting audio either way, to the PC or the PlayStation, because of the splitter I have, the actual splitter that you guys should get, just to make everything simple. You can have another splitter, don't matter, as long as you have your HDMI in and out and your octal. That's all you need, and then the USB to power it up. So what I have here is my microphone to the USB headset. Now if I have it to the microphone and controller, it doesn't pick it up. Now, since it's picking it up on the Mixamp, it's now diversifying those type of audios, the chat audio and the main bass audio. So, because let me show you here, I can't toggle it because it doesn't let me, because it's pretty much irrelevant to what I have set here. It's going to say for now voice chat audio. It used to say chat audio, now it says voice chat audio. It will say all audio. since I don't have it on here, which you should have it on HDMI device, it's now going to output the entire audio to there, and then the microphone is now being used to pick up the audio. A little weird to me. But now, either way, I haven't tried soundbar, but you can try soundbar. I haven't really messed with that because I generally need my 5.1 toggled on. It seems to be on. The differences between 5.1 and 7.1 are the amount of positions that you have. So I just have it on 5.1 channel. Then I just leave mine on linear PCM just for the most basic way. It was already on default. I actually don't get audio if I set it to Dolby or DTS. So I just leave it on linear for my Astros 840 for Xbox. So it's possible to use the Xbox Astros with a PS5. Just make sure you have the firmware update and you have the settings like this, and your Mixamp is plugged directly into the PS5. So it's very possible. I had to look at me. Look at where I am. You can't even see me. You can't see me, baby. I've been going so hard researching. None of this is online. I try videos, articles. I just figure it out, you know, because I'm a genius. I be figuring out stuff. Y'all see me in the other videos. I be figuring out stuff. Different tutorials, different everything. So the main factor is that it's possible. Just have your HDMI device on either of these. We can try it live right here. We can try the soundbar and see if it makes any difference. But definitely your audio output on the HDMI device and your microphone on your Astros Mixamp Pro or your base station. Doesn't really matter. Different names for similar technologies. Now let's try to talk to some motherfuckers because it might differ just a little bit depending on the type of station that you have or a Mixamp. So let's try. I was just talking to motherfuckers. A really cool guy. It took me minutes, almost a whole hour, to just have someone talk. It's horrible on Call of Duty. No one talks on Call of Duty. Everyone's kind of more trash. Everyone's just, you know, getting worse and worse. And just motherfuckers don't be doing shit on Call of Duty. And they just be pressing buttons, not giving a fuck about others, just doing dumb shit. Probably not passing their classes, you know, dumb shit. But let's see. Let's see if we can pick up some audio as soon as possible. But hello? Can anyone hear me? Hello? I just changed my settings. Hello? I want to be able to pick up some audio in my Elgato. Hello? Anybody? Oh, ain't no one speaking, baby. This is terrible. This is some typical bullshit. Matter of the fact is that maybe I can see who shall help me out. Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me? Please let me know. Please let me know. Oh, Lord. You see this? You see this shit? You see this shit? An add-on, too. I tried talking into the microphone of the 840s. Just picture the 840s. It wasn't picking up my audio, even though we go back to the settings that supposedly this sound from my microphone is this. It doesn't pick it up, which is very odd. Very odd. I guess it doesn't pick up like the microphone. It just picks up the Mixamp. That's what I was trying to say. USB headset. So now let's talk about the party. Probably see my old name. Hello somebody. One thing I also saw too is that does it pick up my so in your voice chats it does pick up your headset microphone, but your microphone or your controller doesn't pick up since you selected the microphone on the headset. So that's one thing too. But when you try to use it in game chat, it doesn't work. So that's the discrepancy right there. So that's really all the points. If I mute my mic here, you won't be able to hear me through party chat, but now I undo it and you see it here. So if we can just get someone to talk, that'll be great. You kids, you gents, you ladies, I like to see proof. So let's see. And you can switch out. Let's switch out. I've done it before. You can switch out the game voice chat and be able to still put the audio, no problem. Mic is kind of broken, but I hear you. Let's just get out of here. Okay, I must have had that in a 2-second, 3-second clip because I didn't want you guys to hear, but that is proof that we hear someone with their mic. I hear it through my headset. I hear it through, and I see it going through the Elgato. I need words though. Like I need someone to say some words. You guys in the comments let me know how long it took. Guess how long it took and guess the number as well. Whoever gets it right, hey, I'll shout you out in the next stream on Twitch. Definitely go to the Twitch. This is before I did my name change. That's why you see my old name, but I'm probably going to be renamed as King Yenny. So, well, What? Look at that. Hello? Can anyone hear me? Hello? Hello? Wait, hold on. Wait, is someone talking? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Oh, I think we got something. I think we got something. Thank you for muffling your voice with Doritos and Mountain Dew. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Yes, okay, cool. I don't want to take any longer. That is the distinction of voice on top of gameplay through Elgato with the A40s, the Xbox A40s, connecting to the PlayStation. So the differences I had was my Mixamp wasn't connected to the PlayStation, connected to the PC. And I didn't do the firmware update, tested without the firmware update, tested with, let me know in the comments as well, along with how long it took, you know what I mean? And the settings too. So we'll go over the settings one more time. So hard to imagine things nowadays. That's just tricking yourselves with crazy dopamine effects, scrolling. Anyway, the microphone setup is like this. If you have it on the controller, it will not work. It will not pick it up because of how the audio is going through the splitter. It's going through the splitter through the optical because the audio output is going through the audio, the HDMI wire, right? So it's going through there. And then now they're just combining everything, putting everything in the Mixamp, and now you hear the chat and the game audio. That is crazy. That is some wild shit. And we did it with the soundbar. I did it with all these. So the type doesn't matter. We confirmed it right here. The type does not matter. All right? So you can do it with any type, anything. I saw I was picking up anyway here and there. They just, couldn't speak all the Doritos and Mountain Dew. But we got some motherfuckers talking. Maybe they were talking to me. I don't know. I couldn't tell. They were just muffled. Doritos, Mountain Dew. But we got the distinction. We got the example. 1 to 2 examples. Audio, chat, and gameplay audio together in Elgato. In the Elgato HD60 Pro with a Xbox Mixamp connected directly to the PS5 and with these settings. Which I'll show again with these settings and then these settings all the way down. And I left mine on linear. I wasn't getting anything with Dolby and DTS. So that's it. That's the video. I'll close out in the morning. But yeah, that's the whole thing right there. And definitely like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching and peace out. What's up, guys? What's going on? Here it is. So I want to show you guys the PlayStation right here. Let's actually switch on top of the computer. I want to show you guys. Oh, I didn't want to show you that. I want to show you guys that I'm on my microphone as well. Just a little setup. But nonetheless, here's a PlayStation right here. And I got some notes. I don't want you guys to see the notes. But the little splitter I have is by Astro. So it's a little bit upside down. It's okay. This one's going into from the PlayStation to the splitter. And here it is on that part. And then to the splitter here. The little Astro. This optical is connecting into the PlayStation as well. Then I have back to the splitter. I have the USB attaching to the PlayStation as well. Oh, my little thing right there. And then the optical is going way over here to where it connects to the Astros, which is right here, connects to the Astros. Then the last part, the HDMI. The HDMI now connects into my Elgato. So there it is. It connects to the Elgato for the splitter for that spot, and the out goes out to my monitor on top of there. So recognize this. I'll go over it one more time. So my HDMI from my PlayStation is connecting to here, right? And I'll go over the most important part last. Into the HDMI out, recognize, there we go, HDMI input, and then now my little USB is connecting into the PlayStation as well. This one's, it's more suggested, I guess, but it really doesn't matter where you connect the USB. This is the DCSV, which is known as the USB right there. And then now I have my optical. My optical goes into the Astros. I have the Mixamp. This is the Xbox Mixamp right here. And then I have the HDMI that connects right into the in for the Elgato HD60 Pro. So it could be the HD60 or HD60 Pro. Now the most important part, USB is going into. So like for the connection to properly work in this exact setup, you have to switch out this USB. I'm gonna do it live for you guys. And then it has to go into your PlayStation somehow. Get it in there properly. Doing this one hand, guys. Doing this with one hand. And now my USB that was connected to my PC is now connected to my PlayStation. And now that setup should perfectly work. And from the other part of the video, make sure your audio input is your Mixamp and your output is your TV. And you should be able now to hear everyone through your Elgato and through your headset as well. So that's the setup. That's the most important part. Now to switch it out, vice versa, I just take it out right here. And then I put it back into my computer like this. We gotta switch it right here. So one last time, the HDMI from the PlayStation goes into the HDMI input. The USB could be connected any part of your PC, or it pretty much has to be power up. So it could be connected to something else actually. So your PlayStation, another device connected to power, or your PC. Optical, it be in the Mixamp. And then this HDMI, the HDMI out. Well, you guys get the picture. It's the HDMI output. You know, we're going old school with the 2000, 1990 type of SD quality. And that goes into the in for the Elgato. All right. So you guys can see the Elgato for the Elgato in. And then the Elgato out goes into your monitor, whichever monitor you want to see your playback on. So that's the whole setup. I went over it 3 times. It might be a little choppy, but it's all good. But that's a whole setup of how to set up your HDMI to the right ports. I pretty much did not have the one USB connected into the PlayStation. That's why I wasn't picking it up, obviously. But then I figured it was picking up everything. It wasn't picking up every single part of the audio. It was only picking up the game audio, not all the game audio and chat audio. So now I can pick up the game audio, the chat audio, and your party audio. So every single part of audio gets picked up into your Elgato. That's what's being routed into. And then your optical is going into your Mixamp. That's how you're hearing everything else as well, because it's all connected and it's going to the right ports. And it's mixing it up to where you hear everything still, and it actually goes into your HDMI as well. So you put it on TV for the output, which is amazing. Anything else if I didn't cover, let me know in the comments. Make sure your mode is on PC. I never switched it to Xbox at any point. The only thing is you have to switch it back to your PC. If you switch back to PC for gaming, if you're only on PlayStation, great. Just keep it on there, because you're able to hear everything through the optical. And then I'll go more in depth on the software I'm using, because I'm using the voice meter. So then let me know if you want me to go over voice meter with this process as well in the comments. Anything else I didn't cover, let me know what goes on, and I will see you guys later. Take care and peace out. I'm a champion.